Tēnā koutou katoa, ni hao, kamusta, maloelele, al-salam alaikum. My name is Neil Hayward and it's my pleasure to introduce you to Riccarton High School, a wonderfully diverse school in the southwest of Christchurch. Whether you are a prospective student, a parent, or even a visitor, we're excited about showing you our school. I'm going to leave it over now to our student leaders to take you around the different learning areas within our school. Enjoy the tour.
We are here in the lovely dance classroom in Manutirua with our lovely Head of Department of Dance, Miss Nixon. Miss Nixon, can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening in the classroom?
Yes, of course. So currently we're working towards our dance recital, which is going to be in a few weeks' time. So our Year 13s are practicing their jazz dance currently for our dance recital, which will be on the 24th of October. Yeah.
Nice. And what can new Year 9s expect coming into Riccarton in dance next year?
So Year 9s all have to do one term of dance. They do one term of all of the arts, which is fantastic. So they get to try a little bit of a taste of dance. We do a bit of cultural dance, so they can pick a cultural dance that they're going to perform and learn a little bit more about. And then we also do a big class dance as well to Matilda, Revolting Children.
Lovely. Well, thanks so much, Miss Nixon.
Awesome. Thanks, Riccarton.
Tēnā koutou katoa. We are currently in Y Block, where PE, physical education, as well as health is held. I'm here with Miss Bell, one of our PE and health teachers. Miss Bell, what can your lads expect from taking PE at home?
Tēnā tātou, haere mai to whare Koroī tinana. We are in one of our gyms. We've got two gyms. What can you expect for PE is lots of different physical activities. Most people, when they do PE, they find out that it's actually not what they expected, and the things that we focus on is basically having lots of opportunities to work on some teamwork, some interpersonal skills, problem solving, really focusing on that character and that collaboration. So yeah, even people who may not have enjoyed PE in the past often come in and they really enjoy it.
What are they currently doing in class right now?
So we have a Year 9 class at the moment. They are currently, it looks like they're playing tapuai. So we've just moved into our Koroī unit, so looking at traditional Māori games and learning about some whakatauki around that and the pūrākau that go with it. So yeah, it's a bit of tapuai going on at the moment.
Yes.
Bonjour tout le monde.
We are here in one of our lovely French classrooms with the lovely Mrs. Bell. So, Mrs. Bell, can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening in the classroom right now?
Sure. So at the moment, our students are learning about some French family vocabulary. That's been our topic. That's our topic at the moment, and we're using The Incredibles to, get them interested and involved in learning the vocabulary. So we're going through a bit of a PowerPoint presentation at the moment.
Yeah, nice. And what can new Year 9s coming to school next year expect from French at Riccarton?
Well, we do a lot of listening, speaking, reading and writing. We play a lot of games. We learn in all different manners, for example, writing things down, but also we use online platforms as well. And I like to get them moving, so sometimes we're outside or we're moving around in the classroom, playing games, and usually they have to, when they exit the classroom, they have an exit password, so they have to say something in order to be able to leave the classroom. It might just be merci, au revoir, thank you, goodbye, or it might be something they've learned this lesson. And yeah, they learn a lot about French culture and French food, but it's actually quite amazing how much they can all say now compared to at the start of the year. They can say full sentences now, and I think they've even amazed themselves. So yeah, it's great.
Sweet. Thanks so much, Mrs. Bell.
You're welcome.
Kia ora team, my name is Nick and I'm the Communications Director for 2024, and right now we are in the Science block in S9. Now, Mrs. Conyers, what happens in science in Riccarton?
Well, science is broken up into two levels. We have the junior level and the senior level. So the junior level, Year 9 and Year 10, we have various topics that are put together to cover various aspects of biology, chemistry and physics, and have a big focus in terms of the nature of science, looking at communication and investigation. And we also have some real fun activities that look at group work and exploring the world in the eyes of science as well.
Nice. And what's going on around the room at the moment?
Well, at the moment, I have got my level 3 chemistry class all working very hard in preparation for their exams, which are coming up soon. In the senior school, we have a general course in year 11 that looks at different aspects of science, and then we move into chemistry, physics, biology, electronics, and science and sustainability. So lots of choice for whatever your interests are in science.
Brilliant.
All right, now we're in the library with one of our librarians, Miss Brown. Would you like to tell us a bit about this?
Yeah, totally. This is our school library, but it's a joint use library, so it's a public library and a school library. Open to all of you students coming here to Riccarton High School. We've got lots of great books, so we can find you stuff that you like to read. We've got lots of clubs that happen in the library at lunchtime and after school. And also you'll have some of your classes here. There's 3 classrooms in the library, and you'll have that on your timetable. So some of your classes will be right here in the library.
Nice.
Yeah.
What can the year 9s expect from coming in
Yeah.
here?
Well, a really busy, buzzy place, somewhere to hang out at interval and lunchtime, which is really great. And finding lots of books, meeting your friends, and joining in some of the library clubs, I hope. There's a whole heap of them. So yeah, we look forward to you coming here to Riccarton.
Awesome, thank you.
We're now here in our lovely music department in Manutiria with Miss Plummer, our head of Department of Music. So can you tell us a little bit about what new students coming to Riccarton can expect from music?
Absolutely. So everybody who comes into Riccarton will do music for 1 term, and that goes on throughout the year. They'll do music, they'll do art, they'll do drama, and they'll do dance. And when they're in music, they'll be doing a variety of different activities using the wonderful array of instruments that we have in this room. As you can see, we've got the keyboards, we've got guitars, and we have an array of percussion instruments. So they'll be doing quite a lot of practical work mostly, with a little bit of theory dripped in.
Lovely. And can you tell us a little bit more just about what's happening around in the classroom at the moment?
So this is my year 11 class. They've come to the end of a very busy year. They started out by doing lots of big group performance activities, but they've finished off doing some individual composition work. So a lot of the students will be working on recording their composition ideas into a piece of software we've got called Mixcraft, and I don't know whether you can see, but the person behind me here has got his Mixcraft workup where he's doing a beats recreation task.
Lovely. Thanks so much, Ms. Plummer.
My pleasure. I'll be looking forward to meeting you all.
We're here at Koroī, which is one of our new blocks. So tell us a little bit more about Koroī and what goes on here.
Today we are playing a special needs game called Boccia. We've had some students that have played in some tournaments. We've got Sadiq and Jamie and Alex who have been to a tournament this year. Yeah. So we just practice every week. And the idea, it's like indoor bowls. It's just trying to get your balls closer to the white ball than the opposition's.
Yeah. Awesome. So tell us a little bit more about what Koroī is.
So it is our unit here at the school where we have our neurodiverse students. And just like any school, we teach them maths and English and a lot of social skills as well. And as our students stay until they're 21, we do work experience and busing and those skills to enable these students to find a place in the environment when they get a bit older.
Awesome, sweet. Thank you so much.
Oh, no
Great
worries.
talking to you.
Thank you.
Tēnā koutou katoa. We are here in our language block here at Te Kuratūrua Pūtaringa Motu, and specifically in this class, L1, the children are learning Te Reo Māori. Kia ora matua. What can year 9s expect when taking Te Reo Māori?
Oh, what can they expect? In here, just to learn basic Te Reo Māori, how to greet each other, how to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, say goodbye, hello, ask how they are, kei te pēhea koe, aua momo kōrero. Yeah, so, and it's just basics to start them in case it, and if they want to, follow on YouTube. Tēnā. I think one of the other things is that what we're fortunate to have is, at the moment, Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, and at the moment they're studying pets, mōkai, and they're also looking at counting how to ask how many of something. When we talk about things, it's about e here, ngā mea, how many things are there, or when we're talking about people, toko here, ngā tangata, how many people are there. So yeah, just little conversations like that, and yeah, just basic te reo so that they can have conversations with each other. Tēnā koe malakai. Kia ora.
Now we're in the food tech room with Mrs. Wash.
Hi Gabby, how are you?
Good, thank
Good.
you.
I'm good too. Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, very hot
Yeah.
today. Would you like to tell us a bit about what the Year 9s can expect when coming into food tech?
Absolutely. So when a Year 9 comes to Riccarton High School, they do a rotation of 4 technologies. They do DVC, which is Design and Visual Communication, Food Tech, which is this area here, Hard Materials, and Digital Tech as well. So they do a whole term of each one, and it's hard and fast, and they get a good taster for when they want to choose their options in Year 10.
Right. What do the Year 9s do in food tech?
And food tech, so we cover a range of kind of basic recipes. There's some teriyaki chicken rice balls, you do some scones, we learn how to make a really good omelette just in case you ever want to go try and audition for Gordon Ramsay. And we look at food safety and also nutrition in a burger and how that's a whole balanced meal if you do it right.
I see.
Yeah.
And what is your class doing right now?
At the moment, this is a Food for Life class, and that's an elective class in the senior school, and they're doing a creamy smoked chicken pasta dish, fettuccine with mushrooms and bacon and smoked chicken, and it's a bit naughty. It's a little bit naughty. Yeah.
Well, it smells really good in
Yeah,
here.
it is good. Yeah. We also do in the senior school, we have food nutrition and hospitality, and they're 2 different pathways. You can take them hand in hand if you want to. Food nutrition looks at the haora of a teenage lifestyle and how making sure nutrition is uffies them. It makes them a healthy and helpful person.
Right,
okay,
yeah.
so and how their community looks after themselves, and you can go into sports and nutrition and things like that. Hospitality is a more hands-on cookery skills thing, and then I try and take the really good ones and put them in my cafe if they're really good. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. It's lots and lots of skills.
It sounds very beneficial.
It is. Yeah, and it's delicious.
It smells so good right now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, maybe you could go and try. Yeah.
E nā hoa e wha, Māori ora kia koutou. Welcome to our wonderful art department, where I am joined by our head of art, Miss Blackwell.
Kia ora te whānau, ko Amy Blackwell tōku ikua. Welcome to the art department. Right now you are in the middle of a Year 9 art class, and we are learning about sculptural conventions. So we are making 3D large scale shift food sculptures, which is a little bit delicious and quite tasty. And this is a 1-term course for students. In Year 10 they get to take it as an option. They can take it for 2 terms, and then we have Year 11 art, Year 12 photography, design, sculpture and painting, and Year 13s do those senior subjects also. So we do a lot of different creating in these 2 rooms, and these rooms we have been living in for a year, which is very exciting to have new spaces.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Miss Blackwell.
Now we're in one of the new math classrooms in K Block with Miss Blissett. Can you tell us about what the Year 9s do in math?
So when Year 9s come here, they will be in their learning groups. They will be given one of our teachers. They are mostly working around the new Year 9 junior curriculum, which then will prepare them for Year 10 and moving into Year 11. At Riccarton High School, maths is compulsory until Year 11, and then from Year 12 and 13, they get to choose it as a specialisation.
Right, and what do the seniors in Riccarton High School do for math?
So Year 11 is, like you see here, this is one of our Year 11 classrooms. They are working on their algebra external at the moment. So they currently have 2 internal assessments and 2 external assessments. When they get to Year 12 and Year 13, then they move into what we call our flexible maths environment, and that's when they get to craft their own specialised learning program with the help of their teachers. It's done in a flipped learning environment, and the teachers are there to do one-on-one support and tutorials as opposed to teaching at the front of the classroom like we do in a traditional class.
Right, awesome. Thank you.
Now we're in T9 with the Media and Advertising Division at Riccarton. Now, Mr. Scott, can you tell us a bit about MAD and Media Studies at Riccarton?
Sure.
MAD in Media Studies at Riccarton High School spans a number of years. Media Studies as an NCEA assessed subject is only at level 2 and 3, but MAD is kind of our combined class where there is a practical focus on trying to create media that's relevant for the school. You'll be able to see behind you, we have a number of students setting up cameras and things right now, ready to go out and shoot our flagship product, the Riccarton Report. These come out every fortnight. This is one of the things that MAD does. And the MAD class itself can consist of students from years 11 through years 13. We also have a year 10 option or a year 10 subject for MAD as well, where we train some students to be ready to enter Big MAD as year 11 students. So I've sort of developed this program to be very practically focused so that the media creation skills across a range of disciplines allow our students to be useful in whatever media context we might need them to be. Through the back area here and moving in, this is our sort of storage and workshop area of MAD. Our equipment and our stronger editing computers for our more advanced products all sort of happens back here, and we share the space with the IT people of Riccarton High School as well, which is really useful when we need IT support. So yeah, this is where we keep all of our cool stuff.
So now we are in the Japanese class
Konnichiwa.
with Ito Sensei. Would you like to tell us a bit about what Year 9s can expect?
Yeah, so Year 9 students will, of course, obviously learning Japanese, like improving their speaking, reading, listening, and writing.
Well, what's the class doing right now?
Also, they are doing one project, learning classroom instructions. So they are making lots of results to show them that like what are the classroom instructions in Japanese class. It's fun time now. So in my Japanese class, they watch anime in the last 15 minutes of class and learning those kind of Japanese culture by making lots of results.
Right, and your students learn through task-based learning, right?
Absolutely. So like I won't be teaching them straight away. I will get them to think that what are the answers in Japanese themselves first. So that's my way of teaching.
Right. And what can students expect if they take Japanese in the senior year?
Senior year, so they improve, of course, their speaking, writing, all those elements, and to be able to interact with native Japanese people. That's our goals for that.
Sounds good.
Arigato!
So Miss Hawes, tell us a little bit about what you can expect from English at high school.
Wow, you're going to be introduced to a whole myriad of texts, from going right back to the Vikings all the way through to the most modern literature. You'll have a look at visual texts as well as written texts, plus plays. We still do some lovely Shakespeare. In fact, we've got some Shakespeare specialists on staff, so you'll get to enjoy some of that. Basically a really rich program.
Awesome, and can you tell us a little bit about what's going on in our class today?
Yeah, sure. So at the moment, these students are doing some revision. You'll notice that they are all on their little computers. That's because we do a lot of blended learning at Riccarton, especially in English. So some days we are working orally, other days we're working via our devices and things. We use Google Classroom quite readily, and they are working independently at the moment through some practice exercises for their coming externals.
Awesome.
We're now in Manawatiti, our school drama room, joined by our head of drama, Mr. Grubb.
Kia ora.
So, Mr. Grubb, tell us a little bit about what new students can expect from drama here at Riccarton.
Well, we start off, every new student at Riccarton does drama, like the rest of the arts and technologies. And what we start with is learning a bit about improvisation. It's a life skill. And then we do a little bit of script work. So it's hopefully quite a fun course. I think most students quite enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Now, I've heard there's a school show coming up for us next year. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So we're doing the Adams Family in 2025, so new students next year can audition early on in term 1 to be part of the ensemble. So we'll have our main roles already chosen by then, but it's one of those things that I think you've been involved with some, that when you leave and you go through your life, you look back fondly on your school show. So I think it's a really cool thing to get involved with.
100%. Thanks so much, Mr. Grubb.
Pleasure.
We are now here in our technology block in our brilliant workshop with Mr. Leary, one of our teachers of materials technology. So, Mr. Leary, can you tell us a little bit more about what Year 9s can expect to do in hard materials?
Kia ora. The technology curriculum from junior right through to senior is design focused, which means students will come up with their own unique designs and build them through to completion. So in a senior technology class, everything looks really different. For the Year 9s, the project is a small toy car. So something like this. But every car, although it has 4 wheels, a chassis and a motor, the rest of the car should look different according to the student designs. And they always go through a process of sketching and drawing what their ideas might look like. They do some testing, some refinements, and then they build hopefully something that's different to the people sitting next to them. We get things like ice cream carts, 4-wheel drives, Porsches, beach buggies, all sorts of things.
Yeah, nice. And can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening in the workshop around us right now?
Well, we're stood right in front of a CNC milling machine. It can cut 3D forms like a mountain range, so hold that closer. And also simple circular asymmetrical shapes. Anything really that you can draw on a computer can be shaped by that machine. And then around the rest of the workshop, behind the red curtain is a welding engineering bay. Through on my right is a machine shop, which means that's where all the big dangerous machines live. I use most of those. Students can use some of them. And this is really the main workspace where projects get assembled, sanded, fixed if there's a problem. And then there's another room behind glass where there's extraction because there are fumey paints and finishes being applied to the final product.
Yeah, brilliant, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Leary. We're now here in one of our social science classrooms with Miss LaCreme.
Hi guys.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about what new students can expect from social sciences here at Riccarton?
What can you expect? You can expect adventure. We really love to explore local and global contexts. We start off, because you're starting off, grounding and planting our roots with our first topic of the year, He whānau ko tahi tātou, where we look at the history of Riccarton High School and also our place and responsibility with Poutaranga Motu. We move on and we explore further contexts around kaitiakitanga, both here as we are guardians of our bush and also globally around the world. We move and look at adventures in governments and politics and people. We look at New Zealand's place in war, our history, our people and who we are. We have time to explore and have your voice present in our subject. And what else do we do? It's just, there are so many things. We have wonderful and passionate staff who are committed to building an environment that's fun and inclusive, that promotes critical thinking and gives you an opportunity to grow. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Awesome. And can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening in the classroom around this?
Oh, okay. Well, a lot. At the moment, our Year 10s are working on a group task called Something Happened Here. So they are exploring and investigating a location in New Zealand where they have to uncover, a little bit like a detective, the stories of that place. And so each group has chosen a mysterious location. All they have is a word and a pipiha telling them where it is. And from there, they are going to uncover with historical sources what actually happened and create a video telling us about their learning and entertaining us.
Brilliant.
So, yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much, Ms. Lacrent.
No problem. Thanks, Raheel. Have a good day.
Well, there you are, just a glimpse into life at Riccarton High School. We hope you enjoyed the tour and we hope to see you again soon.